And now that's an intro. All right, let's calm down and let's get into the video. Yes, guys, welcome back to the Bridgeside, the best place on this planet for Chelsea content. Right, first things first, I have to hold up my hands and apologise for the fact that I did not release a post-match video about Chelsea's game against Crystal Palace, and I have reasons why. Don't hate me. It was my birthday on Saturday. On the 16th, I was 30. I turned 30, and one of my gifts was that I didn't know was that I actually went to the Crystal Palace game. So I was there. Okay, so my whole routine of, right, I'm going to watch the game, video, edit, send out, was completely smashed. Not only did we watch the game, I'm going to put up a little video now of what that day actually entailed. I'm going to try and make it less than a minute. Do you know what I mean? But there are some things in there that I think you guys are going to love. I mean, come on, guys. I touched Reece James. I touched Cole Palmer. I touched Esteval Willian. Chalobah. I can't. Do you know what? That was such a sick day. Honest to God, I met Floyd Hasselbank, Jimmy Floyd, who, by the way, stood on a step in that photo. So I just want you to know, I look small. He stood on a step. He was a lot smaller than I thought. And Chalobah's got massive hands, by the way. Crazy massive hands. I high-fived him. I looked away and I was like, Jesus Christ, my hands are tiny. I was like, oh my God. Oh, honestly, such a good day. Obviously, the result, not what we wanted. The free kick from Eze was a weird one. This sudden new rule. But then again, I did think it was a foul because he completely barges matey out of the way. I think it was, what was it, Caicedo? But look, to give a real quick review of that game, Enzo Fernandez was well off it. He looked tired to me. He looked so tired. Everyone else I thought was all right. We just struggled, and everyone was saying, "Oh, let's write Chelsea off now." But I'm not being funny. But when you go against a back five, such a low block, teams do struggle to press forward, and for some reason our guys just couldn't do it. But I love Esteval Willian, and do you know what? That's the best atmosphere I've seen at Stamford Bridge in a very, very long time. To hear us singing, "We've won it all." Oh, it was incredible. Such a good atmosphere, such a good day. Oh, it was amazing. But right, moving on to the main point of this. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, we are at the London Stadium away to West Ham. Now, obviously, every Chelsea fan out there is going to be wondering, oh, are we screwed? Are we not screwed? Are we going to win? Are we going to get battered? Remember, West Ham are coming off a terrible defeat, a 3-0 defeat to Sunderland. And granted, we drew 0-0 to Crystal Palace. But remember, this is the Crystal Palace team that beat Liverpool in the cup final. I think Man City struggled against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are a good side. They're such a good side, and also unlucky Spurs. Eze's completely mugged you off and gone straight to Arsenal. Honestly, what is wrong with football players nowadays? Like, I'm sorry, but if you agree at personal terms with a team, like, surely you respect that. Don't just go in, just chop and change, go to different clubs. It's crazy. And we've also just signed in Ciso, by the way, who's going on loan to Strasbourg and then coming in to us next season. Which, by the way, I don't mind too much because the guy only ever scored screamers against us anyway. So, I mean, if he can do that for us, brilliant, brilliant. That's absolutely mental. But yeah, speaking about what I think is going to happen, how I think we're going to play this, I'm going to do my predicted lineup. Do you know what? I'm even going to throw out West Ham's predicted lineup. Obviously, Graham Potter being their manager, they've just had a struggled first game, 3-0 loss to Sunderland, which, by the way, they actually got quite dominated. When I go on the stats of that game, you know, West Ham had 63% possession, fine, but they only had 12 total shots, 4 on target, 0 big chances. That's against Sunderland, who would have come into that game with, fuck it, you know, we've got nothing to lose, we've got nothing to hide, we can just go out and just be a team that is ruthless, relentless, constant pressure, high energy, because that's what the Championship is. These are teams that will just put hard challenge in and high pressure and high energy. So you've got to rate Sunderland for it. You've got to absolutely rate them for it. So, first things first, let's talk about the individual players. Achimpong, I think, played so well against Crystal Palace that I think he will. I think it's no decision to me that he gets picked again. I think Sanchez, you know, yeah, fair enough. The free kick, he should have saved it. But you know what Sanchez is like. He'll either pull out an absolute worldie or be an absolute shocker. I wouldn't be too surprised if it's the same lineup that we've seen against Crystal Palace. With that said, being Sanchez, Reece James, Achimpong, Chalobah, Cucurella, Fernandes, Caicedo, Neto, Palmer, Gittins, João Pedro. We're not even going to talk about the fact that Andre Santos missed an absolute clean sitter. All he had to do was take a touch and pass into the goal. But he didn't. He skied it over. So yeah, that for me would be the lineup. The thing is West Ham can turn it on. They have the ability to turn it on. And I know that they also like to play a back five. And clearly, if it's going to go the same way as it did against Crystal Palace, we're going to struggle. Unless Enzo can figure out how to work the lines, open the space a bit more. Because what's crazy when you watch the game in real life is you can see the movement and you can see a lot more of everyone's positioning. And I won't lie, I've seen the likes of Cole, Palmer, like, moan at people for not passing the ball. But there are moments when it's like, mate, you're not in the best position to receive the ball. And it's a lot of the players don't move. They don't move off the ball. They kind of walk around a bit. I'm not saying it's bad. It might be the tactics of how they play. You know, they might play in a box shape or triangles. But it's a lot of stagnant play. And that's why you see the ball going sideways a lot, because not everyone's moving. And it is so frustrating. And granted, it was a hot day, but it's like, guys, we're on a good streak. We haven't lost a game in, I don't even know how many games. Let me have a look for you. Literally, we haven't lost a game in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 9 games, we've lost 1 game. And that was against Flamengo. You think we've beaten Benfica, Palmeiras, Fluminense, PSG, Leverkusen, AC Milan. Granted, it was friendlies. And then we've drawn a 0-0 to Crystal Palace. I don't see how we lose this game. I always find that Chelsea are actually, we actually are a lot better away from home. I don't see how we lose this game at Stamford Bridge. Well, sorry, not Stamford Bridge, away to Crystal Palace. Oh my God, not even away to Crystal Palace, David. West Ham. I've also bought the third kit, which, by the way, looks so good. I'm going to whack a photo on the screen right now. I think it looks brilliant. It's on its way. I can't help myself, guys. I really can't help myself. I've already got pretty much every training kit. I spent like 150 quid in the Chelsea shop when I went there on Sunday. Yeah, guys, I'm going to try my hardest to be more on it with the videos. I'm streaming so much at the moment on like TikTok. If you want, I can leave a link in my bio of all my links so you guys can find me over there. I'd really appreciate the support at the moment. Or just drop a sub, like the video, comment. Let's get talking. Tell me what you think your score prediction for this game is. I said it was going to be probably 5-0 against Crystal Palace. I was massively wrong. We looked so good at points, so bad at points. It was a tough game. It was a tough first game of the season, but we've never had an amazing start to a season, being at the first game. Look at our history. I'm pretty sure we haven't. But with this game, obviously, we got the likes of Bowen. We got to come up against, Paqueta, who I'm pretty sure might be leaving West Ham, actually, if I'm not too mistaken. So it'll be interesting to see if he starts. I don't think Eze and Mark Gahey would start for Crystal Palace, but they bloody well did. And I high-fived them, by the way. And you're too right, I bloody well did. Cannot not high-five Eze and Mark Gahey. England players, you got to do that kind of stuff. Guys, this is a really tough one for me on what I think is going to happen in this game. If West Ham just park the bus and just do and do a low block and just let Chelsea play the game and maybe get us on a counter attack, it could be quite a stagnant game. But what I'm hoping is we score early on, very early on, get the goals in early, and then West Ham have nothing but to push forward and attack, and hopefully it'll open up the space and create more for us to do something. I think this game is going to show us more about what we're in for in the long term. Like I said, the first game of the season, I don't think it's enough for us to go, oh, let's be scared, because it's a 0-0. It's a clean sheet at the end of the day. That means defensively it's not awful. It just means going forward we still have things to work on. But I think, personally, I think this game is going to be a 3-0 win for Chelsea. I'd love to say it's more because it's West Ham. They got battered by Sunderland. It could well be more. It could be less. It could be a 1-1. It could be a 3-1. It could be 3-0. It could be 5-0. As long as we can get the goals in and we can win, 3 points is 3 points. That's all. I want the Mourinho 3 points. If we have to win 1-0, we win 1-0. As long as we walk away with 3 points and our heads held high, that's all I want. I want the morale high. And I think Tosin being out of the team really changes it. I think he's kind of taken that Bettinelli role of getting the morale up. You see it with Cole Palmer and the way that he is with Esteban Willian and everyone like that. He brings the morale and he boosts the morale. I don't know what's going on with Wesley Fofana. Obviously, I don't know if you've all seen the reports of him deleting all of his Instagram stuff about Chelsea, but then Maresca's come out and in a press conference and said that there's absolutely nothing wrong and that Wesley's loving life. I think Wesley is a brilliant defender, and I think on his day he's probably going to be our best defender, but the guy's injured or on holiday all the time. If he can stay fit and prove himself, then brilliant. Stay in the team, be the guy for us. But if he's throwing tantrums because he didn't get minutes against Crystal Palace, then it's mate, chill out. You've been injured for so long. Let's not be getting you injured again. So I'm hoping he gets minutes in this game. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He needs to just keep working. But I think my man of the match for this game, I think, will be João Pedro. I think Delap did okay when he came up against Crystal Palace, and I think Esteban Willian was brilliant. Again, he's ruthless. And Gittins, do you know what? Didn't do it for me against Crystal Palace. He didn't seem to want to take on his man. I think it was nerves, probably first game at home. I think it was nerves for Jamie Gittins, because the game against AC Milan and the one before I thought he was brilliant. I was like, oh wow, so exciting. So yeah, guys, I want you guys in the comments, okay? Listen to me. If you've gotten this far, subscribe, drop a like, and tell me your score prediction. And also tell me, where do you think we're going to finish in the season? Who else are we going to sign? Are we going to sign Garnacho? Are we going to sign Xavi Simons? Guys, let me know in the comments. If anything transfer-wise happens, I will do my best to get a video out there. But until then, I will do my best to get a video out to you. Do you know what? Straight after the game tomorrow. Hold me to it. If I don't, let me know in the comments. Or just ruin me. Do you know what I mean? Just let me know, guys. You gotta be on my case. Do you know what I mean? Let me know what you think. Fingers crossed we win. I can't be doing another 0-0 or a loss. I can't be doing it. We're not that Chelsea anymore. We're a different Chelsea. We're a different breed. And us fans, we back our boys. All right? We're going to back them. So, saying that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Up the fucking Blues. Peace.